Maybe you have so many friends that you need to contact that you are going to write your own app to manage them. That's a problem that I don't know. You can use the new Contact API in Xamarin.Essentials to do just that. With the Contact API, you can pick a contact from the native contact picker, however it looks on iOS, Android, and UWP. And you can just pick a contact and get all the details associated with that contact. So that's pretty cool. Very easy to use, just one method. Let's go check it out. Let's have a look at the sample app that we're going to use to pick an actual contact. So here we are. This is just a file new Xamarin.Forms application that you're looking at. It's important to note while I'm doing all my samples mostly in Xamarin.Forms, Xamarin.Essentials also works on traditional Xamarin, so you don't need to use it with a Forms application, but you certainly can. So let's just get rid of these labels. And let's see how to actually pick a contact. So update the title here a little bit, contacts, sample, here we go. And I'm also already going to add a button with a pick contact. And let's give that a clicked event. Not the class ID. I think I do that wrong every time. So the clicked event, here we go, and a label to show our results. So this is going to be the result contact. Here we go. And let's give this a little bit of a margin so that it will show up nicely. There we go. Now, the important thing to note here is two things. You need permissions to go to the contacts. So we need to add permissions. This contact picker is supported on UWP, iOS, and Android. So I'm going to show you Android and iOS right now, well, at least for the permissions. For UWP, it should be just one checkbox that says something like contacts as well to add the right permission. For iOS, we can go into the info plist, which is here, and we can just say add entry, and we scroll down to the privacy ones. So there is, of course, a XML entry for this as well, but I'm going to use the graphical editor here, and this picker keeps closing on me. That's very annoying. So here we have the privacy contacts usage description. So we're just going to click that, contacts usage description, and you can then supply some kind of description like I would like to access your contacts to make life easier. So make sure that you put in something descriptive here so that your end users will know what will be going on and why you need access to their contacts. So, okay, that one is in place. Then for Android, we kind of have the same thing. So we go to our Android project, and in our properties folder, there is the Android manifest. Again, I'm just going to use the graphical tool here, and I think it's named read contacts. So here we go, read contacts. That's the one to click, and you can also add it manually again to the XML file. So, but yeah, here we go. The permissions are done. So the other thing is, at the time of recording, the Essentials library that has the contact API is in pre-release. So I need to update my NuGet package here. So you can normally, the Essentials library will be installed with the templates directly. But if you need to install it, this is the place to do it. But right now I'm going to go to the updates to see the pre-releases. Make sure that you have this checkbox here in the pre-releases in the lower left corner, if that you have that checked, and you will see the 160 pre-2. So hot off the press, and you can do the update packages on all of our projects. Click OK, and wait a little for that to finish. Accept. Here we go, we get a little README, so that's fine. I'm just going to close that one. And now we should be able to use the contact API. So let's go to our code behind of that main page and see if our clicked event is showing up there. There we go. And now we should be able to just say, I'm going to catch this in a result is contacts. So that's the name of the class that we want to go to. It doesn't know it right now because you need to add the using statement for Xamarin.Essentials. You can do that manually, or you can let the IntelliSense solve that for you. And with the context, we basically have one method that is in there, which is called pickContactAsync. It's as simple as that. And we can just do that. It's async, so we need to add the await here, and then async on our method. There we go. And you can see the result from that. It will be a Xamarin.Essentials contact object. And that object has a couple of things. So first, let's see. I don't know if it can be null, but let's just for good reasons check if it's not null. And we're going to say result contact.text is going to be result. So this is our contact object, and it has a couple of things. It has the name, it has numbers. So mind you, numbers and emails, because you can have multiple emails and telephone numbers attached to one contact. And you also have the contact type, which is basically like, let's go see if we can get in here, which is going to be, oh, it doesn't say what it is. Oh, here we go. It's an enum that says, okay, I don't know what the contact type is, or it's a personal or a work contact. So you can also specify that inside of the contacts if it's like a personal or a work related contact. So let's do the string interpolation here, and let's get at least like the name of that contact. So let's see, result.name, and you know what, let's add the telephone number too. And as you remember, it's numbers, so I'm going to just assume that there's at least one number for this contact. If you're doing this in real life, make sure that you have some code around that to check if there is actually one or multiple numbers. And you can see that a number is not just a string or anything. That's actually a contact phone, and I think for email it's the same thing. So let's just quickly check email. 0, and that's going to be a contact email. And within those emails and those numbers, you also have the contact type, because also per email and per number you can say if it's a personal number or a work number, or we don't know. And of course the actual value, which is the email address, and in the case if we go back to the numbers, there will be a phone number. So let's just show the phone number here. Do that. We can save that, and let's see if we can run this application again, and we should be able to pick a contact and see their details. Here we go. This is our very stunning UI, and let's just click this button here, pick contact, and the contact picker comes up. So this is the one on iOS. Of course, on Android, it will look natively as it's supposed to be on Android, and on UWP, it will show different again. And now we should just be able to pick one contact from this list. And you can see it drops back down, and we have picked this contact. You can see the name is coming up, and the first phone number that is in our phone number result here. So I'm not sure if there's actually multiple results for the sample contacts that are in the iOS simulator. Let's try this again for John Appleseed, and we can probably see that he has numbers. So you can see he has 2 numbers, and one is personal. The other one is personal as well, but they are different numbers. So you can see it can have multiple results, and he probably has multiple emails as well. No, he just has one email. So, but you can see this populates nicely, and you can do your own magic with this and show whatever you want in the way you want it. So that's how simple it is to use the contact picker APIs in Xamarin.Essentials. I told you it would be easy. Just one method, and you can get all those contact details right there in your app and do whatever you want with them. Of course, this is a very privacy sensitive functionality that you can do with this, because people's contact information is not something you should go about lightly. So think about what you're going to do with it. Make it very clear to the user what you're going to do with it as well, and ask them for permission and everything. But after that, if you have good reasons to do so, it can come in very handy and make the life of your end end user much easier by taking that out of their hands. I'm sure you'll do great. Let me know how you think about this video. Leave a comment, click that like button, and if you like the rest of the content here as well and you want to be updated automatically, subscribe, click that bell, and I'll be seeing you for my next video.